is what they did to crate up our elk head. The elk head is in that massive box. It's the end of a decade. Elk's gone. Man's gone. Kitchen's gone. It's all gone.
Breaking up ice.
Like a man.
Basic dude stuff. I've done more man stuff in the last 20 minutes than I've ever done in my whole life. Made kindling, no big deal. Breaking up ice with a sledgehammer that no one thought I would ever use. Don't worry, I got it.
All right, good morning. Day 1 officially that we've moved into our new house. So I'm gonna go into Shop Smart. It's got a bakery and a deli. We're gonna grab some food. We need milk and eggs specifically, but I think I'm gonna grab some baked goods, maybe some bread, see what else they have. I've never been in a Shop Smart. All right, all kinds of yummy coffees and stuff, but I did not see any decaf there, but I did get some. I got some of this. Hopefully it's decent. Going for decaf lately, trying to get off coffee. I can't believe I left a dozen eggs at home with the price of eggs. I mean, $45 for 5 dozen. This is insane. $13 for 18. This is crazy. Like, I want to get just a dozen, but $6.99 for a dozen of eggs. I don't know.
Okay, the movers are gonna be here soon. Katie went to get ice melt. We had a little bit of ice issue. We don't want the movers to slip with any of our stuff or for their safety. And instead of ice melt, I have an ice melter. Dude stuff, Riker, basic dude stuff.
All right, we've got a grocery haul here. I went to Ray's Market, or some kind of market that's in the small town that we live in, and grabbed some items, and then I had to stop at the Dollar General to grab a couple more items, these pizzas and these, because they didn't have these at Ray's Market, or at the market I went to. So we'll just start with the easy, convenient food because the movers are coming today. We are unpacking the house starting today, so I grabbed some easy stuff so that until we get our kitchen put back together. Some garlic chicken skillet meals. We've got 2 of those. I've grabbed 4 pizzas, 2 Supremes, and 2 pepperonis. And then for the kids that don't like pizza, can you believe it? Mac and cheese bowl or this cheesy chicken rice bowl. So they've got choices between those. 2 things of Greek yogurt. We have frozen blueberries in the freezer. So grab 2 of those. 2 half gallons of milk, because those just fit in the fridge easier and the kids can manage the half gallons easier. We've got some half and half for coffees and things, which brings me to the decaf coffee that the store had. And we're gonna give that a try, see how that tastes. The eggs were insane, as you saw. I went ahead and grabbed a 5 dozen, and we're gonna be frugal with these until we get our freeze-dried eggs in, and we'll try to bake some things. And oh, I just realized I didn't grab any all-purpose flour. So I need to put that on my list. We need all-purpose flour so I can make bread, because this is pretty much the only bread that they had. They didn't have normal bread, loaves of bread. It was this or buns. So I grabbed some garlic cheddar round whole loaf, and we'll probably have that for lunch today with some cheese and some carrots and some celery and some apple slices. And we'll just kind of have like a charcuterie, because we also have some different kinds of meats in the fridge. I didn't even look at these. I just grabbed the bag because I felt the onions, and the onions felt good. And I didn't even read that it was sweet onions, but that's okay. Those will be fine. I'm gonna use those in a pot roast that I'm gonna do tomorrow, or a, I don't know what we have. I've gotta check our freezer, which is now the van. The van has all of our frozen food. Hopefully it's all still okay. But I'm gonna get out the Instant Pot when they bring it. And tomorrow, the first thing we're gonna do is make a stew. And we're just gonna let the stew cook all day while we unpack the house, and then we can eat on the stew and that kind of thing. So we've got some cookies and cream ice cream, a treat for the kids, a honeydew melon, and some frozen vegetables. We like the mixed vegetables, and some broccoli. And so that's everything we got from this particular place. What is this? Dollar General. So at Dollar General, for the pizzas and the Merry Calendar things, was $30.75. And then for the Ray's Market, excuse me while I gather my brain, was $156.68 for all the rest of it. Insane, because the eggs were $40 or whatever they were. No, they were 30 something. How much were they? How much were the eggs? They were $40. It was $40 for 5 dozen eggs. But we needed eggs. So that's Aaron and I are gonna have some eggs this morning. I'm gonna cook up some, we've got potatoes in here. Some easy taters. We do some potatoes O'Brien this morning. Cook it up for everybody, probably. The kids will want some too, before the movers show up, and then we'll scramble up a couple eggs and have ourselves some breakfast before we get going on this move. All right, breakfast, second breakfast. The kids had cereal this morning, but we gotta stuff them with something. It's brunch time. It's almost 11. So we're gonna have leftover crisp and some eggs, and some potatoes O'Brien.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride.
Some people say moving isn't fun, but I beg to differ. Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed.
As I reach out, reach out, reach out, reach out to the sky, I found my way, I found my way.
All right, amidst all the clutter in the kitchen, because we're still unpacking, but we need to eat. So, in order to eat. All right, normally I would add flour to this. I'm not adding flour to this. It's just going straight into the pot with some salt and pepper seasonings. I don't have any flour at the moment, so what I'm gonna do is salt and pepper it and season it in the pot. And then we're gonna add some Better Than bouillon to it as well. We're gonna get it browned up a little bit. And it's just gonna be a gluten-free meal. We're gonna throw some onions in there, some oil, salt and pepper, Better Than bouillon, and we're gonna let it stew for a few hours, and we'll add potatoes, carrots, and more onion. All right, get out some onions. Just put that up. I'm gonna season this up with some Redmond's real salt. You can find this linked down below in the video's description. I find it most economical to buy real salt in bulk because it can be quite expensive at the grocery store. So my family saves money by buying the 25-pound bags.
Is corn a fruit?
So we were all right. Corn is everything.
That's why there's a song.
Cut up this onion right here. All right, so I finally figured out my 8-quart, so I need to turn that off. When you hit slow cook, then that's when you select how long. So we're gonna do 4 hours so that we can eat around 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm gonna add my vegetables the last hour. All right, this is what we're working with. We've got our beef in here cooking away with some onions. Smells amazing. We've got that going. And then next I'm just going to cut up these potatoes and these carrots and add them in and let them finish cooking for the last 2 hours of this. First, I diced up the celery. Next, I'm gonna do carrots, and last, potatoes. All right, we've got the carrots in there, looking beautiful. All right, we've got our potatoes in there now. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of salt on top. I'm gonna mix up some better than bouillon and some water and add that as well because it needs a little bit more water in there. All right, we've got our beef better than bouillon water going in there just to add some flavor. Okay, so we're kind of limited on space and things that we can do with things and all of that stuff, but I need to put all of my glass jars, not all of them. My most used items, as you guys know, go on this shelf, but the top, I was thinking, because I no longer have a place to put my bins. I've got that one. What do you think about silver? Hold on, let me switch it. Okay, so I have no idea what I would put in it because you can see through it. Jars are probably gonna be too big and heavy, maybe not, but maybe I could fit a couple big jars in there. See, what I had in the other bins were our snacks, like chips and things, pork rinds, stuff like that, but now I have a different pantry situation. So I'm thinking I like this one a little bit more. All right, we're about an hour and a half since adding the vegetables. I'm just gonna give them a stir. Give everything a good stir in here. Now would be the time to season it and get it ready for the family. They went for a drive, so once they get back, dinner is served. Ooh, steam in my camera. All right, this is the finished stew. It's the toddler serving size. And I just mixed it all up. All right, let's get this butterbell figured out or filled up. We know how it works, but if you don't know how a butterbell works, let me tell you. You put your softened butter into the bell portion of your butterbell, and in the other portion, we're gonna put a small amount of cold water, and the cold water is gonna create an airtight seal so that the butter doesn't go rancid, and you're gonna be able to keep your butter on your countertop so that you can have spreadable butter for your toast or for your bread or for whatever you want to put your butter on. It's going to be nice and room temperature soft, which is my preference because when I'm buttering up bread for 5 kids, it needs to be room temp. And I do have a butter dish that I keep out on the counter, but I put that back in the fridge. It doesn't stay on the counter because it does not create the airtight seal that we need to keep the butter preserved. So while butter dishes are nice to be left out of the fridge temporarily, we do like soft butter. So a butterbell is the trick. And I haven't used this butterbell in quite some time because I had it packed up ready for the move. And I'm happy to break it back out and to bake my first loaf of bread and to get this butter in this butterbell. We've got 2 cast iron skillets going. We are making up some pancakes and some eggs this morning. Knocking out another box. All right, these yummy pancakes. This is the kitchen view. All right, some fried eggs on some pancakes. We are slowly refilling pantry items. So these were all empty. I had white sugar from my emergency food stores, so we restocked that. And then I've got this coconut palm sugar I've been hanging on to for about a year. But I'm gonna start using this in my coffee because we're running low on maple syrup. This is lunch today. We're just doing some frozen dinner skillet, chicken garlic skillet. I think it's bird's eye. some Caesar salad and some cucumber pickles made by Annika.
Who made that pickle? There you
Come in to a large laundry room, pantry area. Lots of cabinets, lots of storage. Large master bedroom with doors to the outside, bay windows, huge master closet, tons of storage, and more. Huh?
Just waiting to flush the toilet.
You gotta hold it down 4 seconds. Large sauna. Double doors leading to the back. French doors to the backyard. Bedroom 2. Large living area. Oop, and bedroom number 3. Bye, turkeys. We're gonna miss you.